Comments made on the following paid commercial program are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any matter whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time.
Welcome to the Money and Wealth Show. On the program this week, tax tips with David Ingram, money commercials, and our special guest, Garth Turner.
It's all about money at the HouseStreet.com Money Expo 2010. They'll be talking money, making money, saving money, and protecting assets. See Garth Turner, Michael Levy, Ross Clark, and David Morgan. Plus, visit with industry exhibitors. The HouseStreet.com Money Expo, Kelowna, March 13th. To attend free, pre-register now at HouseStreet.com. That's HOWE Street.com. It's all about money at the HouseStreet.com Money Expo 2010.
Welcome to the Money and Wealth Show. I'm Sterling Fox, and our special guest this week, back with us for a second appearance, is Garth Turner. Nice to see you again.
Well, thank you, Sterling. Pleasure to be on the show.
Well, it's good to have you back. The new book is Money Road, Tools for the Wild Ride Ahead. And Garth, you were with us the day the book was released.
That's true.
Almost a month and a half. How's it doing?
Well, Sterling has done great. I've been very, very happy. It's exceeded my expectations. The book has sold out and now is back on the press. So it's a national bestseller, and that's cool.
How is it being reviewed by your favorites, the mainstream media?
Well, you know, that's sort of a mixed bag. The mainstream media, of course, I think are so far out of touch, checks with notwithstanding, is so far out of touch with a lot of people right now that, you know, they're becoming more and more irrelevant. So the reviews have been fine, but what I care much more about are the reviews of the readers. And they have been outstanding. I've been really, really pleased with the way that people have responded. It's actually, they see the element of the tools, which is a very sort of hands-on book. It's how to buy bonds, how to buy stocks, how to buy derivatives, how to actually know if you've got the right asset allocation. There's that stuff we've never been taught. Technical analysis, fundamental analysis. It sounds, you know, kind of geeky, but you know, I lay out the fundamentals in here, and if you know these sorts of things, you know how to structure a portfolio, and that's where most people have really, really made a mistake.
Well, one of the issues that a lot of people are talking about, and we've just come through the RSP deadline a week or so ago, but a lot of people talking about RSPs, Garth, versus the tax-free savings account. Which is your preferred method?
Yeah, it's an excellent question. And we've only had the tax-free savings account now for 1 year. So this puppy's pretty new, and most people are using it in completely the wrong way. There was a survey the other day done by Bank of Montreal that showed that 90% of all the money that's now in tax-free savings accounts is in savings vehicles. You may say, well, duh, it's called a tax-free savings account.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, because it's a shelter and you're sheltering things from tax, whatever's in there, you don't want making 0.5% a year or 2% over 5 years. You want it making 7, 8, 9% per year. And that means what you put in there has to be higher growth. So it should be stocks, it should be bonds, it should be mutual funds, it should be all commodities, oil, gold, these kind of things you want inside there, not some low luster GIC or high yield savings account.
To a maximum of $5,000 a year, right?
Yeah, but you can add in your spouse. So you got $10,000 per year. Plus the thing started last year, so you get last year's 10 grand, this year's 10 grand, there's 20,000 bucks.
Okay.
So we're starting to talk, you know, some relatively serious money. And adding 10,000 in each year, if you have 5 years from now, plus what you've already got in, you've got, you know, $60,000 or $70,000. And if you can shelter that amount from taxes 100%, it's great. You can income split with your spouse. You can simply give your spouse money to establish one of these. You can do the same with your kids if they're old enough to file taxes. Just take some of your assets and put it in their name. You can even take money out of your TFSA that you've earned, stick it in your RSP. The government will send you a tax refund for doing that, put it back in your TFSA. So you're actually taking Ottawa's money to build your own wealth. That's why this thing is so extraordinary. It is so flexible right now. And in retirement, when you take money out, zero tax.
Exactly, despite whatever degree of growth has occurred since you opened it up.
And that's the big difference with an RSP. Like, you can get money out of an RSP without paying tax, and I show how in the book. But, you know, it's complicated. You have to borrow some money in order to achieve it, but you can do it. You can melt your RIF down with taking no tax hit. But with the TFSA, it's better. So if you're going towards retirement, that's the first place you want to put money in right now, because in retirement, it all comes out tax-free.
Why do you think it is, though, that most people who are aware of this tax-free savings account, the TFSA, are just using it as they would a savings account, the kind they used to have when they were 10? What is it? The lack of tools, the lack of financial finesse that we as a population have? Or are we just too conservative?
Well, you know, it may be a combination of a couple of things, Sterling. Yeah, we are a conservative people for sure, but I think more importantly, we're not paying attention and we're getting our investment advice in the wrong place. God love the banks. We have good, stable banks in this country. We need them. They're our backbone. But having said that, I would not get my financial advice from the nice lady in the bank. I really wouldn't. They're in the business. Hey, Sterling, if you ran a bank, you'd want people lined up at the door to give you all their money, and you'd only have to pay them 0.5% a year.
Absolutely.
And you'd lend this mortgage money out, right, at 4 or 5%, you'd be a happy banker. And that's exactly why they've been encouraging us to do that. But on the other side of the coin, if you're an investor, you do not want that. It just makes no sense. So I think it's really a matter of where you get your advice.
Our guest this week is Garth Turner on the Money and Wealth Show. Lots more to come. Stay with us.
Good afternoon. My name is Larry Ray. I'm the President and CEO of American Manganese, Inc. I'm here to tell you today that American Manganese could possibly bring in the lowest cost electrolytic manganese metal mine in North America. It'll be the first one in the past few decades. What is manganese? Well, you can't have a steel industry without manganese. If you don't have manganese, you don't have steel. If you don't have steel, the world stops. North America has no manganese. We depend on our neighbors and other countries to import our manganese, and it just doesn't make any sense we don't exploit the resources in our own country. So I'm here to tell you that we are moving ahead with the feasibility study, we're moving ahead with the environmental studies, and we're moving ahead with a massive drill program in order to build the American Manganese, Inc. into the first primary electrolytic manganese producer in the United States. Please visit our website at americanmanganeseinc.com or call us at 604-531-9639. Thank you.